I spent 200 days in this world and I died. And honestly, this was one of my favorite worlds and I wanted to do something else, but sadly my friends decided to say, hey, make this video because this video was awesome and this world was awesome. So here I am starting my 200-day world and how I died. Let's begin. I pretty much loaded up the world like it's a regular world. I didn't really think much of it. I just put it on 1,000 days on the Bible and I thought I would die. And honestly, my reaction was this. This is the worst world I have ever seen in my entire life. I just don't know what is this. What is that? Getting some wheat. It was awesome. The entire time I was getting some wheat, and I wasn't taking this world a little too seriously. I grabbed some wheat bale, whatever you call these types of blocks, and like I said, I wasn't taking this world seriously at all. I thought I was gonna die, and honestly, if I had to adventure thousands of blocks, I didn't care. I got some iron golem, which is pretty awesome, and then I killed the iron golem, and it took me like 5 minutes to do, but it was good. Then I got some stone, and after the entire stone, which literally took forever for me to mine for some reason, I went in and crafted a pickaxe, a stone pickaxe. Upgraded, got some coal, which is again pretty awesome, and the entire time I was adventuring. And the adventure took so long that at this point it wasn't fun. And I cannot lie to you guys, I actually logged in the game once or twice per day just to adventure, and I can only play the game for 30 minutes, and that is it. That was it. The entire time I would log out, log back in because the game was so boring and I just didn't want to adventure that far just to see a perfect biome. And I am the perfectionist, especially in hardcore. Like, I am being serious right now. I am a perfectionist in hardcore world and I have to go thousands of blocks just for me to find some perfect little island so I can build. And here I am getting some stuff. After all of that, I found the perfect world. This is my favorite area to build a house. I saw the location, which I thought in my head, this is really bad. So then I crafted some furnace, and honestly, it was okay. I just grabbed some stuff, upgraded, and just lit up some stuff so I don't die at night. And I just really took this world seriously once I saw a perfect biome. The entire time I was simply just trying to survive and terraforming this land like Mars. However, I did forget to pretty much record the footage. So most of the time I just been doing this, and the rest of the footage I kind of forgot to record. And some of the footage I did not forget to record. I did that on purpose because I didn't want to do all of that. But then I grabbed some gravel, and just the entire time I was simply terraforming and eventually I was done. The entire time I was simply just adding some blocks just to have finishing touches, connecting it to this biome, and it was good. I felt at home, and honestly, day 10 hit and it was amazing. The entire time I was living the life of Minecraft, and it just felt awesome. And this was the beginning of the beginnings of ends. Ended off the entire day pretty much mining down a little bit, and I just wanted to take a little break because I just didn't want to die, and it worked. The entire time I was simply mining, and mining was kind of tough, and I hate this entire portion because I hate mining. The entire time, again, I was getting caves, I was getting pretty much everything that I can get, and I was also getting my first set of diamonds, which was amazing in my opinion. I'm thinking of building a wall. Oh wait, what's happening? Wait, oh my god, dude, I'm at 2 health. Oh, dude, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, I'm gonna build this wall a little bigger. Yeah, no, I'm building this wall. That clip was me almost dying, and honestly, I was very scared. So I built this wall a little bit bigger, and I tried to make this a little bit more mob-proof. Building stairs was the hard part, and honestly, I hated this part. And I actually like it too, because once you're done, you get to go literally super fast down and super fast up. Eventually, I got finished, and the entire project was done. Honestly, this took like hell. New mining strat was honestly my favorite. Pretty much what I did was I mined 5 blocks the other way, 5 blocks the other way, and I just kept mining 3 other blocks. The entire time it was working, and it was actually kind of amazing. Okay, I'm dead. Nope, I should have, nope, come on, please, please, no, please don't die. I'm on day 20 and I worked so hard, please. No way. Oh, I'm so good. After that near-death experience, another problem appeared. This guy spawned, and I don't know how, so I decided to go ahead and keep mining. And I got about 24 or 26 diamonds, as you see here. I can't see on my screen, and I should have probably took notes, but yeah, 26 diamonds or 24 diamonds. But then finally, zoomed in, I got 38 diamonds. It was amazing, and honestly, I was so happy. So I decided to go ahead and mine some trees, and mine more trees. Day 24 hit, and I just kept mining trees. As you see here, I'm mining as much trees as I can. Yes, I did not accomplish as much as most YouTubers, but definitely, I think I accomplished a lot. Then I got a whole bunch of trees, which I don't know why I have so much, and I don't know why I needed this much, but it was pretty awesome. I just kept at it and just keep mining, and boom, I got it. After all of that hard work, I decided to plant more stuff before the nightfall. Day 24 hit, and I couldn't believe I hit this far. I bone mealed this, and boom, I got one of my favorite types of wood, and I couldn't get that tree to grow. But, of course, the night falls, and I had to go asleep. So, we had to say goodbye for a little while, and pretty much for an entire month, I did not play the game. So while that happened, I was just ready to organize. I was ready to prepare, because when I come back to the world, I would be having everything, and I want to do a lot of things and a lot to accomplish. And honestly, I'm happy I took this little break. After the tree, I wanted to go ahead and mine it, and honestly, I just wanted to mine it right away and just get it over with. I also wanted to get my dream house, one of my favorite houses to build in Minecraft, so I decided to mine the tree, plant more. Then I got some other types of trees, and pretty much kept planting over and over again. As you see in this footage, I'm just planting. Eventually, I decided to terraform an entire island that's literally right near me, only 10 blocks away, and I kept terraforming it and making it into a square, and also making it flat. And I always wanted to do something like this, and I don't know exactly what to put in it yet, but I really just wanted to make it a square, and maybe the house would be as big as it. The matter of fact is, I just kept making it and just making it. And it was one of the slowest moments, but for almost 10 days, I'm pretty sure, I just kept making this island into a square, and it was pretty fun. But eventually I had to terraform it, so I mined all the trees, and then I decided to terraform it all the way down into ground level, and eventually I did. After that, I simply got some stone and just terraformed the little cave area. And I also forgot the footage where I even terraformed the entire cave area as well. So yeah, here is some of the footage. But the entire time I was simply deciding how to build this house. And this house was amazing, not gonna lie. I built this house, and it was pretty awesome. It took me a while to figure out what exact locations I wanted it, but the entire time I was simply just mining and just figuring out what's going on. Now, as you see in this footage, I'm just trying to figure out what location, how am I supposed to do it, and I didn't know exactly what to put, and it was kind of weird. I have a little bit of audio footage, so I'm going to play you that as well. I have no idea exactly what I'm going to put. Here's what I'm thinking. Making this house really big, but then also at the same time, I want to make a farm outside. So I think I might do that. Make a farm on the outside, put wheat, infinite food, and then I think that might work. And then maybe just, I don't know. I'll see. We'll just see, I guess. After the entire thing, I decided to also make a little portion where I just decided to put it a little bit down below the ground level so I can place the blocks and just pretty much finish everything. I had some troubles along the way, but finally it kind of worked. Eventually, I just decided to go ahead and plant these sugar canes, and it was pretty fun. Then I planted some seeds, which again was pretty fun. But the entire time I was kind of doing chores, and right now I'm on day 36, as you see on the top left of the screen, and it was kind of hard. Building the floor foundations was pretty hard, but eventually I wanted this to make it as perfect as possible because I thought I would try to survive here as long as I can. If not, I wanted to survive here almost 1,000 days, so perfection was necessary. Finally, I decided to go ahead and just get the flooring over with, and it was really tough, not gonna lie. It was one of those things where I just really wanted to get it over with, but I wanted to be perfect, like I said before, just to make it look really, really good, and just to make Minecraft, a little better again, And then after that, I decided to make a pink flooring, which I thought it was really cool. Decided to put a little bit of dark background, and I accidentally did this. A moment of silence, please. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Anyways, I did that again on the second room, which I also love this wood, by the way, one of my favorite blocks to build. And then I decided just to make a little bit of a window and just to add a little bit finishing touches and just to make it look nice. And I won't lie to you guys, there were some unrecorded footage, like my house literally burning to the ground because I put fire, and yeah, it's a long story, so you won't see that, but sorry, I'm just gonna expose what you missed. But at the end of the day, here what you got. And this area will be the nether room, which will be pretty awesome. This would be amazing. The entire house will be amazing. Pretty much this area is like the anvil, and the both other rooms are just either a kitchen and my room. And other than that, it was okay. We were just building our house, and it was just time for us to just build it even more and to make it a little bit more natural. And honestly, it was fun. While the time lapse is pretty much going all over the place, I just been building, and honestly the only problem I had was running out of materials at the end of the day, but it was so good. I decided to take a little break and make the nether room. The nether room, one of my favorite rooms in my opinion. This room would be the best room that I have ever created, and I had to get a lot of these blocks. These magma blocks were so good to me that I was so happy. I just kept getting more and more until I got more obsidian and more of that stuff, and pretty much I just kept mining the way through, and it was awesome. Then I decided to calculate and just do all of that math, which again was really annoying. I decided to figure out where to put the nether portal. So then I built the nether portal, which was amazing. And honestly, I loved it. However, there's a catch. I hated the placement, so I broke the blocks, and then I decided to build the nether portal. And here is my reaction building the nether portal. I am not slow at all. Bro, 42 days? Look at this, 42 days. And I am building the nether portal. How do I get down there? Oh, never mind. I thought I would die for a second. Alright, there we go. And finally, beautiful nether portal. And break that block. Finally, let's open. The entire time, I was pretty much trying to make this look pretty nice, and I didn't know how. Again, most of the footage are gone from this, but here is my final footage. The entire nether portal. I go in, and 5 seconds later, I go in, and all of a sudden, I see this. The nether. It was amazing. I explore around, and it was one of the best moments of my life. And here is my reaction. I'm like 30 blocks away right now. More like 100. Should I jump down there? I'm dead. I shouldn't be risking this. Alright, let's see what this is. Magma blocks. Alright, let's go ahead and pretty much get these magma. There we go. Well, I didn't really get the magma, but I just got the stone. What is this place, though? I have no idea what this is. Ooh, we got some gold stuff. Oh, you get the blocks? That's cool. I don't even have Silk Touch though. This is a really cool place. Oh my god, what is that? Wait. Am I dead? I'm dead! No! Are you serious? No! I'm kidding with y'all. I'm in a copy world. Yeah. That was pretty fun. I made a copy world. It was just jokes. It was jokes, okay? It was jokes, I promise. I think. Oh, here. I'll show you. I'm not dead. See? I'm still here. I'm not dead. Hope you like the practical jokes, but yeah. The entire time I was awesome. Just building my roof. And I never used this block, but here it is, my roof. Kept building and just kept building and trying to make this more natural. Now, this is the part where my house burns down to the ground and I completely forgot to record. But as you see here, I'm just building my blocks, trying to figure out what to do. And it was pretty challenging, mining some holes, fixing some stuff. And like I said, the more that I build, the better that I got. Breaking this place was also pretty hard, just making everything look natural. Then I made an entire farm, so I pretty much filled it up with water, put them with holes, and then filled them up with these slabs so I don't have to drop every single 5 seconds. Also, this should eliminate the mob spawns as soon as I get a whole bunch of hose. Look at this. I got so much hose, more than you pulling your hose. Yeah. Then after that, I just decided to just go ahead and farm like I've never before. Kept farming, kept going, just keep doing it until no mob spawned, and finally, my house was finished. Or at least some of the part of the house. The entire time, I wanted to show my roof, and let's go. This would pretty much be a little bit of like a Lost World saga, I guess, because for one simple reason. This is really annoying. And I mean, this is really annoying. Like, I lost most of my footage. So let me tell you pretty much everything that I have. This would be a little bit of a furnace room. Really nice area. I thought this would be my room, but I wanted this area to be a furnace room. This one would be a room. My room. I wanted this to look fancy. I wanted to keep this towards the end. I never really got into it. My nice little hallway. And then over here would be my nether. I love this place. Took me a while, but here it is, and I lost all the footage for that. Then this would also be for my, like, little enchantment area, which again, I love this place. I never got into all of this. And this would be my villager / chest area. I wish I worked on this project, and honestly, I deeply regret not working on this project. Over there is my nice little farm, and I'm just keeping it like this for a little while. It got bigger and bigger, but I've never really expanded onto it. Other than that, that was pretty much it. I felt really good, and I wanted to keep on working on other projects. And I did. Yeah. I put down some chests, and it did really well, you know. I put down some chests all over the place, and here's my terrible edit of me trying to make it look cool how I put chests and all that cool stuff, but yeah, it just turned out terrible. And then, yeah, I'm on day 58, as you see here. And this is very important, okay? The entire time, I was mining trees. And most of the footage is gone. This is the mining trees. Mining the trees until I kept getting everything. I made some smokers. I made everything. And finally, on day 70, I did it. I got all of the trees out. Wow. And I was so happy. The entire time I would use the wood just to make charcoal, and honestly I regret doing this simply because of one reason. I ran out of wood. I stayed AFK for a little while, and as you see here, I'm just AFK until whatever the hell you call it. You know what I'm saying? After all that, I made these little tiny furnaces, which I have no idea what these furnaces are, but I'm on day 71, and I was pretty much kind of getting bored of the game. Also, just letting you guys know, this is a weird texture change, so my monitor was being a little weird. You're going to see this throughout. If you guys don't like it, let me know, because I have no idea what is this. And yeah, but here is the villager area. But here I am, pretty much capturing a baby villager and trying to capture this little naughty person. And here is my raw reaction. Come on, dude. Dude, I don't want to scream. There's people screaming. I mean, there's people like, there are people in my house sleeping. I don't want to yell. Get in! Dude! Really? What? Wait. Dude, this is too late for this. Mojang, this is too late for this. Dude, I just want to go. Dude, please. Get in. Get in. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Oh. Finally, day 75. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm definitely going to sleep. Next day, I was really bored, so I was pretty much trying to figure out what the hell am I supposed to do with this. And I crafted it on accident, but I just decided to make a little organization area. And honestly, it worked. I wasn't planning on it, but yeah. And then I also still do this. I mean, I like the manual labor. I really wish I had a sugarcane farm, but yeah, I do it. 30 minutes later, guess what I got? Guess what I got? Look at that. Look at that. Guess what I got? I got nothing. I got mending, but it finally worked, and I was pretty happy. And the entire day, pretty much, I was doing random stuff. Yeah. For the entire time, I have been AFK and just doing random chores around the house. This entire clip is 2 hours. If you don't believe me, look on top of the days. Until the end, I'm pretty sure it's like day 90 or something. But the entire time, I am not even kidding, I was AFKing. I was literally AFKing the entire time. It is insanity. Literally. Literally. Look at this. Day 85. And then you just AFK the entire time. And the reason why is because I didn't know what to do, and I just wanted to make a 100 days video, but since I forgot to edit that, I was like, you know what, let's do 200 days, and boom, the entire time I was AFK. This is a 1 minute long video of me, just this 1 minute long edit of AFK. And by the way, there is more AFK. And I will give you guys a small little warning, and that is one thing. I lost most of the footage, so I'm just going to be talking throughout the entire day. So right now we're on day 90, and I decided to make a giant 100 sign, okay? And then this took me for a while. I decided to make this a little bit dirt. I finished it a little bit, and then decided to just build. I built number 0, and then I didn't like it, so I built number 1. And honestly, I didn't think it would look this good. I added a 0, and boom, I just kept adding other different numbers until I ran out of stone, so I improvised with these little guys. I forget what they're called. I do not know what they're called, but they are really, really good looking. Like, they are really good looking tools. And boom, after that, it is 100. And here it is. Here is the finished product. I actually finished this on day 96. Or sorry, not day 96, more like day 98. I put like, I don't know, I put like plants and bamboo, and you can see even in the background I put those bushes in there. It was pretty awesome. I like this. I like this. Yeah, so let's keep on going. Then after that, I pretty much decided to put torches so it can make my plants grow faster. I did not know that until now. And honestly, it did help grow a little faster. And pretty much this guy, look at this. Look at this guy. He's just having his time of his life. He's literally having time of his life. Look at this. Bro, what are you doing? Look, bro, he's looking at me, looking away, and then he's looking back at me. What are you doing? Dude. And then he goes in the water. He goes in the water, and then he just jumps down. What? Anyways, we're on day 100, and pretty much the entire time I fixed the stupid mess he did. And then after that, I breeded some cows. I don't know if I told you guys I did get some cows. I don't know when I took the cows. I think I got it day 60. But anyways, here it is. The 100 sign. Bamboo. I put a whole bunch of plants. It was just beautiful. Look at this. It was amazing. And honestly, I slept, and it was amazing. I didn't like where I slept, but I slept where the mountains is, and boom, day 100, and it was beautiful. Pretty much after that, the entire day, pretty much, I was just looking around and showing you guys everything that we have. So this is a backup world, and here's pretty much what I did. Here's my little nice house, my farm. By the way, this house and farm took almost 80 days to build. So it's pretty like tedious. And here is my entire roof. There is a whole bunch of holes. I was planning to do a whole bunch of stuff, but yeah, and my 100 sign, my beautiful 100 sign. I will not be talking, and I just want you guys to look. Boom, just like that, the 100 sign hit. But then pretty much I almost died, and the audio recording was so bad, so I'm just going to be talking over it. So pretty much what happened is I just kept getting poisoned over and over again until I got like 1 health. Also, I'm getting iron so I can make an anvil. But from this on, the entire footage is gone, so pretty much you will see like very little type of content from this point on. I am so sorry, but every footage that I had was gone simply due to me raging and deleting half of the footage because I died. I was so angry, but pretty much I finally didn't panic until I realized it was poison, and then boom, just like that, I didn't die. But I came back up, and I'm going to show you guys the entire footage, and I'm not kidding, the entire footage of my death. But before I do, I just want to tell you all the lost footage and pretty much what I did. So I made my entire world lag over a cow. That was fun. And then I killed it, and we got in almost 6.5 chests worth of leather. I am not even kidding. We got 6.5 worth chests of leather. We also got a pink sheep, which spawned, but sadly I didn't notice in the background. And then I was going to edit that, but then I lost the footage completely. My house burned down to the ground because I thought it was a good idea to put fire in it, but turned out it was wood. And I thought it would be safe because I pretty much cobblestoned it and everything like that. But I didn't know it would just get caught in the fire and all that stuff. Yeah, that's really pretty much it. I got 6 anvils from mining. I mean, that was awesome, I guess. It was very tedious. I was mining for like 3.5 hours, and all that footage was gone. So yeah, but here it is. Here's my audio footage of the entire thing. Let's go. Bro, get this stupid villager in. I seriously can't. I seriously can't. Get him in. Come on, dude. How do I get you in? I'm literally trying to make this farm. How do I make this in? How do I put you in? Okay, I'm gonna hit you. Let's see. Come on. Get in! He's not getting in. And I'm dead. Wow. Oh my god. Thank you, stupid villager. Wait, how do I get down? Wait, actually, how do I get down? How? Dude, am I stuck here forever? Am I actually stuck here forever? What if... Well, I don't... There's so much layers, I don't know. Wait, what if I dig down? Oh my god, I'm safe. Wait, no! No! Are you freaking kidding me? No! Wow. I'm done. I'm deleting everything. I'm done. It was day 141, and finally, we did. And here's all my stuff in the loot. And I did delete almost half of my footage out of rage. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Watching this footage back, and I've been watching it over and over, was the most saddest thing I have ever seen in my life. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is a tedious project, and I was supposed, like, this iron farm was so tedious. I just don't know the words that will, like, I just don't know. But here I am, took a screenshot, press saved, and then just goodbye. Bye-bye.